All right, we're back. Uh, I've done some thinking, and I was pretty mad at myself for forgetting to turn the freaking generator on, and those 8 people dying. But you know what? We'll see what happens. I'm gonna keep playing. Maybe I'll make it. Maybe I won't. If not, I'll just have to replay again. If that was the kiss of death for me. But man, that was a pretty dumb thing to do. Oh, that's a little loud, Frostpunk. Alright, so we're gonna resume. Oh, yeah. Fighting arena. It works pretty good, but I hate using it. Because it seems almost like a waste. Once you start using it, it's like you use it just to get the discontent down in the beginning, and then you don't really need to after. Okay, pause. So I'm coming back to this a day later. Okay. Oh, we're not. We're not doing great. Oh, this is all those hungry people. And they ate all our food if we had any. I think we had some. Alright, let's, we got a couple of sick people. Alright. Oh, man. 26 more workers? Alright, so we want more people there. This will replace all the people that died. We got long shifts, long shifts. Don't take those off. Anybody working on the actual... No. Oh, and here we go. We got some wood. This is... Okay, this will be fine. We got heaters, long shift, long shift. The work shift starts. It does indeed. Streets under construction. Okay. Quickly now. We got extended shift on that. Okay, thank God. Turn the heater on. Who's cold? So the healing tents only have to be chilly. People won't get sick inside, even though for every other building, chilly is, I think it's like a moderate risk of getting ill. But they're in the medical post, so people working there and people in there obviously won't get sicker. They get less sick. So as long as they're chilly, they'll function. And we're at, yeah, chilly and chilly. Okay, and the people in their houses, very chilly. We're going to give these guys some warmth, otherwise they're going to die. And we want to... We don't have a lot of wood. We don't have a lot of wood. I think I said yesterday, we have to get sawmill. So I'm actually going to go for hunter's gear, because food I think is going to be a problem pretty soon here. And I'm going to build another hunter's hut, or maybe 2 if I can, as soon as possible. Oh, and these guys are out there. Oh! These guys, when they get to the bridge, they got to come back. They got a little food for us. Oh, and then people got places they need to live. Oh, God. So we're going to turn off the dismantling here. Give them... Yep, okay. We're going to give them some workers. They don't have any raw food, but we got people available, so... Okay. Explore. Functional automaton. We stopped at the edge of a deep, wide ravine, marveling at the steel bridge spanning it. Even more so that the huge automaton sweeping the snow from the roadway. It would be possible to send this machine back to our city or disassemble it for resources. So if you send it to the city, it just comes back and you got it. If you dismantle it, you get 2 steam cores, which you can then use. They need 1 each, so later you could build 2 automatons out of that. But we're not even close to having the resources and the research to get there. I think we want the automaton. We're going to send it to the city. Yep, walking slowly towards the city. First wisps of snow started to settle on the bridge. That's fine. That's fine. We need to go back home. These guys need to, because we need them to eat, bring the food. Finding the bridge to Winterhome proved that we're on the right track, but raised questions. Why was the bridge deserted? Why wasn't the automaton under the care of an engineer? I'm sure there are logical explanations for it all, but people are growing anxious. I tell you what, we'll find out when we get to Winterhome. Um, I need more wood. Need more wood. Need 20 wood. Hunter's hut. There you go. Yep, we're out of wood. Alright, we have like just kind of, 100-ish wood left to collect. Yeah, I mean, we could maybe squeeze, like, eke it by and get to wall drill, but I think we need a sawmill. And we'll basically have sawmill just long enough to get us to wall drill. 20 people available. How's our coal doing? If I look at our coal, okay, so we're gaining coal per day, even with the couple of heaters on. That's good. Food, we're not doing great. I don't even want to know. Housing, yeah, we got people who don't have housing. So I'm just going to speed up the game a little bit. And get us enough for some tents. Because these jabronis are not going to like sleeping out in the cold. Although this tent outside the heat zone with the snow on it is not really much better. Alright, we want you to go to work. And alright. We got the automaton coming. That's a guy that can work something for us. I mean, I feel like we don't really need... Well... So I did food. Can do overcrowding. Oh, I have to do corpse... Take care of the corpses, or else they're gonna freaking hate me. If I did overcrowding, how long would it take? A day and a half. No, I mean, they'll be fuming by that point. Yeah, we'll keep the dead bodies out of the heat zone and cover them with snow. The cold will halt their decay. Oh, very efficient. New building snow pit. No risk of disease from the unburied bodies. I like it. Bodies are preserved for potential future use. Future use, you say? Wonder what that implies. You have to dig a snow pit? That's not too difficult. Hope will fall, discontent will rise. And look, it costs nothing. Literally just a pit in the snow, and they chuck bodies into it. The bodies of their friends and relatives. Yep, we're going to sign that, because it's cheaper than the other option. Other option being funerals, in which case they, you got to have a funeral. They don't work while they're at the funeral. Get it? They're sad. We're going to put it out here. The heat zone will never get all the way out to here from the generators, so we'll do that. We already got roads and stuff, so that'll be good. Alright, a little bit of raw food coming in for something, from something. I don't know where that came from, but yeah, sick. We'll go with the overcrowding here next law. And then maybe we'll put the children to work. Alright, I'm going to speed up a little bit. We have 21 wood. So I'll do a couple more houses. Uh-oh. Is that enough? 4 wood. So I can go to here. The people are hungry. Captain, some of our people are here to talk about the lack of food. They've been hungry for days now, and they fear that soon they'll begin to starve. They want you to do something. Well, I tell you what. I will... 3 days to feed everyone. Or I can feed them and stockpile food, or I can not address it. It says it'll rise slightly. It'll rise like to here, like pretty much the top. So I'm just gonna say we'll feed everybody and hope that we can. And we've got the better meals. You know, we got the extra hunters huts. Snow pit's good. Oh, is this just gonna... Okay, a chunk of it. Yeah, they were pretty pissed about the bodies laying in the streets. Okay, we got a little extra wood, so we want to go out to there. And 28, and this is these 3, so those 3 will cover it. Okay. That's good, that's good, that's good. A couple of days, we'll have... Go up to a balmy -30 degrees. That'll be nice, that'll be nice. And everybody can take their jackets off, wear their t-shirts outside. Alright, I'm gonna give it a little speed up. Coal is looking okay. It's actually going up a little bit. Okay, everybody got houses? Happy about that? Oh! Wow, that's a lot of sick people. The scouts have returned with, a lot of wood. I wasn't even thinking about the wood, but that's a lot of wood. Oh! I'm a genius. We didn't go for sawmill yet. Now we got enough to go straight to wood, the wall drill. And 100 rations, that'll be good. These 25 people will eat immediately. Oh, you know what? 100 rations? That's probably enough for us to... Look at this. It was like, actually, I had it planned all along. I knew... I'm an expert at this game, and I definitely didn't forget that this was coming and was going to be the answer to all the problems we're having. Certainly not. Alright. All according to Kaikaku. Okay, these guys, we want them to go back out. Observatory, large convoy. We'll get them here. They go faster if they're going somewhere they've been. So you see it's like 16 hours to here. This is just a little further, but it's like almost 2 days. So if we go here, and then when they get there, we'll go here, and it'll be like another 10 hours, but it'll even out to be much better rate. Okay, people are eating like motherfuckers. They're eating a lot. But I'm okay with letting them eat, because I want this fed thing. I mean, in theory, we only need 48. We have enough rations for everybody to eat, so. Oh, and these guys are going to bring 11 food. Hunter's gear. Hunting takes 12 hours. They've been away for 10. So they'll be back at like 7. Maybe we'll have enough time to get this going, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, a little bit of speed up time. Oh, that's a good way to look at it. There's ups and downs, but we're alive. God, I'm so tired. Every day's the same grind. Oh man, he's talking about life today, not life in Frostpunk. Oh look, they're eating. They're eating. I think we have just enough. Yeah, see, they got back with the food. These guys are fully staffed, so they're cooking everything into food. Alright, eat, you bastards. These 5 people need to eat so I can get this. Alright, hunter's gear. So, next, we're going here so we can get to wall drill. Speeding up time a little bit. We don't really have anything new to do. This, we want to do overcrowding to basically just get you to double your medical capacity. And we'll bam. The most of those people go in. Temperature's still looking alright. See, these people are... Oh, they're not happy. Never mind. Hey, look, everybody ate. Oh no, that was the other one. Well, that's good. Hope rises a little bit. And if this one last poor bastard will eat. Yes! All according to Keikaku, boys. Alright, so that's the end of the day. Alright, witch gathering post. So this is totally done for. We just want to go ahead and reclaim all of this. And with our abundance of materials, I'm going to go ahead and build another research workshop. We'll probably need that. And actually, we got 15 people. I'm also going to build another hunter's hut. We'll put it there just because it looks pretty. Doesn't really matter where they are. They just don't need to be heated. I think because the guys basically don't stay in them to work, so I don't. Even if they're freezing, people don't get sick. Well, they get sick because they're going out, but I don't think they get sick because, like, if you heat the building up, I don't think it matters. Large convoy, so 13 hours. So that was 16 and 13, 29 hours. So yeah, just over a day, 5 hours, a day and 5 hours, whereas before it was like a day and 17 hours. So we'll get them going. And which one is depleted? Just this one? Oh, I was seeing those. I think they were just still lingering around. We want this to pause. We want people to build that. Oh man, they are eating our food I mean, we had all those extras and they just ate it immediately. But look, now we're going to have 2 more. And then we're going to have another one. And we got the upgraded food. So I think we'll be able to limp by. People might get a little hungry in the meantime, but I think we'll be fine. Do a little speed up. These 8 people are sick. Okay, like a long time for those guys. And a long time for those guys. Okay, that's, yeesh. Let's see if we can't get them in. You know what I might do? Keep hitting spacebar to pause it. It just doesn't pause. What I might do is build... Now this would be temporary. If it's temporary, I'll build it right there, along a road already. So I'll build a third one. I think we have an... Oh, see, yeah, dude, they're getting so sick. Let me overdrive it. Maybe it gives you an extra heat level. Maybe that'll help. Oh, God. See, we got these guys. We want 5 people to work here. Turn the heater on. Oh, God. And we want these guys to... Are they going to go? It's too late. So in that case, we'll get these guys on the gathering instead. And if I don't forget, I'll try to put them back here before the day starts. Here we go, big boy. This nice boy here, making some noise. All right, so here I think it's gonna tell us you have an automaton. You can do stuff with it. Cool. Our first one is operational. We'll call it that. We built it. It's our first one. This will help our economy greatly. Automatons can replace entire manual labor crews. They work around the clock with short breaks to refuel at the generator. So they do have to refuel at the generator, but the resource gathering does not stop. It only stops if you take them off of what they're working and put them on something else. Just like everybody else, they have that time where they gotta like get up and then walk to the new thing and then start. We can research upgrades and stuff. We might get to that, we might not. What would be good? You know what? I'm just for now gonna put that guy on coal, and he's just gonna get this freezing cold coal because he doesn't need to be warm. And so you see, normally it's 15 workers. You put one on, and it doesn't need any more. So no matter what size the crew is, it basically is one automaton will do the whole building. Whatever that building is. Okay, these guys got home already, I think. But they're cooking rations. That's good. That's good. How's our food looking? So we gain more rations every day than we eat. Well, good. So we'll just leave it how it is. 5 workers. 5 workers is a lot. We might take a couple of them off. Okay, large convoy, survivors. They sought Winterhome. The workers who were riding in this convoy told us they were heading for the city of Winterhome. We were supposed to follow the signal from the beacon, but we couldn't pick it up, they say. We tried to follow a search pattern to find it, but we ran out of fuel. Do we want to escort them back? No. Because our scouts will have to come back in that case, and we just left the city. Got 18 engineers, that's good. They'll set off on their own. Take longer and some may die. That's a sacrifice we'll have to make. And we literally just say, like, no. Sorry. No. I mean, I guess if you didn't need people, or things were, like, really tight, like your people were starving to death, introducing more mouths to feed, even though you can... I mean, I feel like I always take the people anytime they're offered because, like, more people can... Whatever you're short on, right? Like, if you don't have enough food, more people can work a hunter hut, and then they can bring in more food. And they more than pay for themselves, right? Like, if we got 27 workers here, if we got both of... That would be 2 hunters huts almost. And they would pay for themselves plus all the engineers in raw food. But alright, we're going to send them. They'll go on their own. These guys... We want to hit the weather station. And... So it's almost 8 a.m. Everybody been working for 2 hours already, though. Move! Time to get to work! Guy's a little aggressive, but... Yeah, 2 days. Let's keep an eye. So 18 and 27. Let's see how many end up making it. 18 and 27. I'm probably going to forget that, but... search for others, find another settlement? Okay. Will do. Dang, so we got 50 sick. 49 sick. 3 days? Oh, it's because, like, not everybody's working. Worker. Okay, so engineer. So they're sick, so they can't work, which makes it go down. Engineer. Oh, so, like, basically a whole team of engineers is sick. So this one's down and that one's down. That sucks. Let's take that off. We want to take that off and give you the healthy guy. And then we'll put this sick guy here. And once he's fixed, he'll go back to work. The game prioritizes if you have like a bunch of people available or multiple people. It'll prioritize people who can work first. So we had the one engineer who's sick and can't work, and one who can. And then if I, click up once, it'll give me the good engineer. And then I put the sick one here. He's out sick, but I mean, steel and wood, like, we're all right for that for now. So he's got 500 coal left. He's got not much left. This might not even last the day. And then we'll have more people. That'll work out. We'll get this hunter's hut. And then this thing, drawing boards. Where's our engineers working? We have 21. And yeah, they're all working either researching or in the health shacks. Whatever they're called. Steel wreckage. depleted. Yeah, that wood is going to go soon as well. I mean, look, they're kind of chewing through, you know, down to 34 from 50 or whatever it was. Alright, woman in despair. A woman is sitting in the snow pit, holding her dead husband's hand, crying her heart out. Perhaps you should have agreed to give people proper burials after all. Well, I mean, that would cost valuable wood and time that we don't have. So I can bury him. So discontent will rise slightly, or hope will fall slightly. I'm going to say discontent can rise, because you basically, even if you don't do anything, over time it just goes down. They forget stuff that you did they didn't like, and it just kind of goes away. So it's basically constantly always trickling down. Hope never goes up unless you have do something to get it up. So I'll do this, and I'll just eat the cost. It didn't even go up. I mean, barely any at all. Barely any at all. Oh, I left this thing on overdrive. We'll turn that off. People are going to be freaking freezing. So the wood is gone there, so we'll take the building and the street. You get 80% back of whatever you spent on a building, like if you build it all the way and then dismantle it. Same for roads, so you do lose a little bit, so I'm going to leave this just because eventually we'll probably want that anyway. But, okay, so that gives me people. We can fill up that hunter's hut. We're going to have plenty of food coming in. And if this thing ever... I mean, look, the sick are getting treated faster and faster. So once we have that, we'll close down one of these sick huts once they're under control. We'll get this... Actually, we can go ahead and get this building. And then we'll get the engineers in there, and then we'll research faster. And that'll be fantastic. Fantastisch. We haven't even gotten our kids working yet. That'll probably be the next thing we do. Although we don't really have anywhere for them to work. This has been kind of a weird build order. I guess if there is a build order for this game. But it's been weird. Usually, like, so that's one of the first ones I do is get the kids working, because, you know, it's more labor, mouths to feed. They can work for their keep. But, yeah, don't worry. We'll get them working eventually. Okay, drawing boards. Okay, wall drill. Okay, we could do medical post upgrade and heal 10% faster. We could make the generator hotter, or have a range, like we can get the houses and stuff that are in the second ring away warm. But I think we're doing alright. The temperature's going to go up in a day or something to negative 30, which is manageable. I think we'll do wall drill. We want to make sure we have enough wood, never run out, and it gives us a new place for people to work since everything here is running out. We just got people, you know, hanging around. Oh. This end of shift and like nobody frees up to build this. Nobody. So everybody's working the extended shifts. Well, quite a few sick people. I mean, 8 of 15 people are sick here. So this is going to get... I forget what it'll... It says 16. Yeah, 16 I guess. I mean, the efficiency's slower, but maybe they always give you the full amount no matter what. Other guys pick up the slack or something. Yeah, we're doing great on coal, especially because we got this guy collecting for us. That has 450 left. That has a lot left. They have kind of a lot left, so we'll be good on coal for a minute. I mean, it'll run out, and then we'll be like really bad on coal almost immediately, but alright, little speed up. We'll deal with that problem when we get to it. Little speed up. Built. 34 still. So it got down to 34, but then it's still 34. I don't really like that. It's not getting any better. It's not getting any worse, though. What's the next law? Organ transplants. The sick recover faster. Huh. I guess that's what we can use the body parts for. Or the frozen dead bodies. We could use the body parts of our deceased to save lives and accelerate healing. This way the dead can continue contributing to the survival of our city. They just recover faster. Probably 10%, I don't know for sure, but you know what? We're going to do that only because discontent's okay. I mean, you know, we would get like 15 or 18 or whatever children to work, but we don't have anywhere for them to work right now. But in a day or two, we maybe will, so we can get that next. New law in the city. Alright. I mean, this is pretty horrendous stuff that we're doing. Like, everything about this game is really awful. But they, you know, they're like just kind of upset about it. Not that bad. Ooh. What was this? 18 and 27 before, I think. We lost one of each. That's alright. So at this rate, when they get here, what was it, 2 days or 2.5 days total that they had to travel? So there will be like 24 of these and, I don't know, 13 or 14 of these. That's fine. More engineers is really good. I mean, workers are good too. They're just like, it's raw people to work, but we need engineers, obviously. More sick huts and more workshops and stuff is always good. Alright, there's nobody in the weather station, but everything still seems to be operational. We could try to find out what the scientists from Winterhome were working on. Steam cores and coal? I like it. Grim forecast. We found the scientists' notes. They predict that the great cold is going to get much worse. What's more troubling is that the observations ended abruptly a month ago. There's also not a can of Spam, not even a crumb of bread left in the pantry. It's obvious they've moved out for good. We can see the city of Winterhome from the roof of the weather station. Okay. Get a little coal. A steam core. So we're going to save that. We'll go to Winterhome after this. And see what they have going on over there. Uh-oh. The recent report from the weather station has got people talking. They're frightened that such an important facility was apparently abandoned. Some are starting to wonder whether the evacuation from London was a good idea. A few are lamenting openly. I knew we shouldn't have come. At least London had real houses, not tents and wooden shacks. Well, you'd be lucky to have wooden shacks. I do not even have shacks for you at this point. We'll have answers soon enough. Boom. Our people are worn out. Some of them have been working on extended shift for days on end. Their effort is taking its toll, and they're becoming restless. They deserve a break. 3 days of no extended shifts? What do we have? The gathering posts? We're kind of okay with material or resources for right now, so the gathering posts are okay. The cookhouse? That's probably okay to be on normal shift. The research, though. This says slightly. I think it goes up a lot. You know what? I won't address this now. Yeah, it's a good chunk. I'll deal with your being upset by making your lives better with the resources we get. And I'll put this one engineer in here. I mean, he's going to add just a little bit of speed because it's just 1 out of 5 to the research, but hopefully that'll be enough. So everybody's still hungry. We got 18 hungry people, but it says we make more rations in a day than we eat. So I guess maybe we're just catching up. People were all really hungry and now they're kind of still cycling through. We're up to 39 sick. Perfect. Perfect. It's just what I like to see. What I like to hear. Alright, I'm gonna go in the settings. audio. I'm gonna turn down the sound effects, the UI, and the ambient sounds. Sounds pretty loud to me. This rustling wind in the background. Hopefully that's a little better. Oh, I like where you can see this guy. He came in from over here, walked around, walked to here, started to collect, and then he's gone back and forth here a few times for coal, or to recharge his batteries or whatever. His steam. The sick situation's not great. It's not great at all. Once we get wall drill, maybe we should. Well, no, I mean, it's probably the reason they're so sick is because they live out here. You know, and I mean, even the people that are warm are basically getting sick, you know, where they live. Yeesh. So many things we need. So little time. Alright, one more day until it goes up. Okay, please, people, don't be... Alright, they're just hungry, so they're not eating this. It's all getting converted. And look at that. Look at that. Look, I'll turn that off. I don't really need that. You see, 16 versus 36, 35, whatever. So they're eating. They're getting food. Coal mine's automated. Its engine is pressurized, but the mining is stopped. The snow around it is untrodden, and an eerie silence hangs in the air. Get a little coal. This is more coal than we can use. The coal mine was in operation until recently. The machinery isn't running now, but there doesn't seem to be anything wrong. Perhaps the mine simply extracted its quota or filled the loading bay. We could retrieve plenty of raw materials if we took the machinery apart. So we wouldn't be able to restart the mine, ever. Or we could just take some coal. That's really good. 198 steel, 2 steam cores, 200 wood. And we get the same amount of coal. That's just too strong. We're not going to need to use this. We'll make our own coal. Okay, so pretty much this is what we got left. Let's check out Winter Home. Something foreboding and no good seems to be happening there, but we'll see if we can't figure out what's going on. And alright, I'm actually going to do this. And alright, so we'll go back to that thing where they only eat once they're starving, and they'll eat without, immediately without having to walk all the way over there. This leaves us with 9 dudes to be working. See, I mean, there's nowhere for them to work. Not yet, anyway. We got to get this thing done. Oh, look, we're down to 30. Sick. Oh, maybe we're turning the corner. I'll speed up time a little bit here. Yes, he hit it. Okay, so first thing, we want a wall drill. We want it, I think, here. And then we'll go like that. Perfect. And we're going to put this guy on it. And then we're basically never going to run out of wood. Word of advice, you used our steam core. You can't make them, so be careful how you use them. Perfect. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, so that we're going to put that guy on the wall drill, basically getting us a crap ton of wood day and night. So instead, I'm then going to build this here and put some. We got a couple extra people. I'm gonna put them on it. Medical post. So I could make them heal faster, 10% faster, or I could give them a house that's basically 1 level warmer, so they would get less sick. The thing is, though, is this just costs whatever does the research, and they'll get better faster. this costs whatever to research, and then I have to upgrade every tent. So it's a lot of steel, a lot of wood. It takes into account, so it's like 10 wood for a tent, so I think it's only 10 wood to upgrade the bunkhouse, and also the 10 steel still. It's a lot. I mean, at this rate, we have like 110 people, so that's going to be basically like 110 steel and 110 wood. We could do more scouts. We need to do that soon, I think. Or we could do generator power. But I think for right now, I think we're okay on coal. Just okay. Man, there's always so many things you want to do. I think... Well, I mean, look, I think we're getting by with the people being sick, now that I think about it. It's either holding steady or slowly going down. Oh, but I needed to close a sick post to get more research. Yeah, I want to get less people sick so that more engineers will be available to do it, or to work. This is being built. This guy will work until then. See, look, it's the end of the day. 15 raw food or whatever. We got a lot of coal. I'll even give these guys a little overdrive. Now it's balmy warm here in the middle. Hopefully they'll like that. Quit getting sick on me. Oh, look, 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 look. 22 only. It's going down so quick. Yeah, I mean, we may have been able to do without this research, but you know what? I am going to turn this off. I'm going to abort that, and we're going to go with... So if we go with generator power or generator range, both of those require way more coal. And we don't have anything except the coal laying on the ground, so we would go through it, I think, too fast. So maybe we want to get coal going faster. Sawmill we don't need. Steelworks we will need. Maybe not right now, but we will need it pretty quick because I don't think there's any more steel left to get. We're just using basically what we've already got. Coal mine. So here's the deal. Coal mine uses a steam core, and you have to have like the spot, like the wall drill, to place it. But there's, I think, 2 or maybe even 3 spots, so it's like enough. But you know, it's 10 people working, and it extracts 180 coal per workday. 180 coal. Whereas the coal thumper makes 448. Is that literally twice as much or so? It's like 2.5 times as much as the mine, something like that, 3 times. The problem is it costs 10 people to work the coal thumper, and then 20 people because you have to have 2 gathering posts to collect the coal that it's pulling up out of the ground. Whereas coal mine just goes right into your stockpile. So it's kind of like, you know, if you're low on people, you want to do this. If you're low on, you know, I guess coal, you want to do this. We're going to get the kids working. We're going to go coal thumper. Because once you get the kids working, they'll pretty much work the gathering posts. And then we can get like 10 workers to work the thumper itself, and that'll be fine. I think that's fine. This stuff would all be nice, but this would be nice. We'll probably need to do that at some point here. I mean, it's going to get warmer, and then it's going to go back down 1 just to where we're at, which we're holding steady. So we will also need this at some point. You really need a lot of this eventually, but I think Coal Thumper, we're going to do it. We missed out on that 1% research we already had, but that's good. So waiting for workers under construction? Like, where are you working, bro? It's the middle of the night. I guess they're all sick, because every worker is either on a hunt. Yeah, so it's just like these 10 guys, basically. Having to build everything. People are eating raw food. See, why? We are making... Well, I mean, it says 0 because I turned off the cookhouse, but... Like, if I turn it back on and give it 5 people... We are making 144 a day. How come we're not keeping up? I don't know. Because we're getting a lot of raw food. We're going to give these guys extended shifts so they start cooking immediately when this food comes in from these hunter huts. It'll be in like 6 hours. So it'll be like 6 or 7 a.m. I'm just going to speed up, build that, build the road. Okay, where are you going? He's probably going... We're going to turn you off of that. In preparation of you going to get that, we're going to do a heater extended shift. Put a couple of extra people on there. We actually don't need all of them. I think we can do 2. Because we're not starving. People will just kind of eat slower. Uh-oh. First amputation. Well, that was the... that's what we get for picking radical treatment. Yeah, so he's not able to work anymore. And we had to amputate his leg. I will consider signing those. But I'm just going to say I see. Because I can't sign a law right now. And... See, we're back up to 31 sick people. It's just like... I don't know. It's going to get warmer here, though. So we're going to have 2 days of relative warmth. And hopefully this will get worked out. Extended shift? Yeah. Extended? Yeah. Alright. This thing needs to get going. Like, come on. Who's building this crap? Oh, okay. Look how warm it is. So this will turn off the overdrive. And these only need to be chilly. Chilly? Okay, perfect. I thought they were cold. Only need to be chilly to work. So we'll turn that off. Save that coal. Automaton doesn't need heat. These guys are still chilly, even though the heater's on, so that's fine. $40 sick. Good lord. Everybody's sick, nobody's working. Come on, we need... Yeah, we need those 2 people to go in and start cooking, or they're going to eat the raw food. Alright, Automaton, he doesn't need heat to work, so basically he's just going to give us wood forever. His efficiency is kind of low, it's like 60%, I think, so he works day and night. So, I mean, I think you end up in the plus, like, more than if you had people working. And the Automaton's not mad that he has to work extended shift or all night. But, yeah, it's not, like, twice as much as you would normally get or anything. We climbed to the edge of the city. We stood there speechless, staring at the scene of devastation. Oh. Uh-oh. It's a city of the dead. Most of the buildings are destroyed, and the generator has exploded. Jesus. Oh, it really doesn't look great. The streets of the ruined city are littered with scores of dead bodies. The City Chronicle describes a shortage of food and citizens' increasing despair, the following squabbles, riots, and descent into anarchy, fights for dwindling resources, and eventual starvation. The last entry. God forgive us, we're eating our dead. There is no hope. Yikes. We're on our own. Get 2 steam cores out of it, though. So we are alone. The news shocked everyone in the city. There's supposed to be many settlements and construction crews here, people living normal lives in homes heated by generators. But we're alone. Hope falls. And hope is just going to take a shit. An absolute nosedive down to like nothing. And I think they're even going to give me an ultimatum because they hate it so much. They're all dead? Oh, look. Oh, yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, they're mad. Winterhome has fallen. They're all dead? How will we survive here without any help? I mean, we're doing alright. We have to go back to London. There's no hope for us here in this frozen desert. People start to gather as the news of fate of Winterhome spreads through the city. Some of them want to drop everything and flee to London. Panic is starting to set in. I must give them purpose. Choose your path. The people are shaken, racked by fear and doubt. They've lost hope in our chances of survival. Desperation could quickly push them to commit reckless acts. You have to unite behind a vision of the future. Decide now what will give them purpose and restore hope, or else the city will descend into chaos that consumed Winterhome. So we can go order or faith. Order's pretty good. It's more about like workplace efficiency and such. Whereas, I mean, faith has some of that too, but faith is more about, I think, keeping people happy. And there's one big thing is that they have the House of Healing, which is like a better medical post. It's not as good as the infirmary, but it's also doesn't cost any steam cores and anybody can work in it. So I think we're going to go with that. Faith, House of Prayer. Can I go... So I could do child labor and have extra people now. That would give us like 20 extra people. Do we need? I mean, we're missing a few people for our gathering posts. And we will need them to start working that coal. But the House of Prayer, then I think it's Shrines, and then House of Healing. We will... A day and 12 hours. We're doing okay on resources for now, so I'm going to do House of Prayer. Outpost can be set up here, delivering 150 wood every day. I don't like that. Freshwater Springs, however, we'll check that out. And let's see. We have a new building, House of Prayer. So this we're not going to give any heat. Doesn't need to be warm, but it does. I have to build 2. See, I don't want 2 though. I want 1. Because it takes up... Well, if I put it right here, I would get everybody. But I can't, because this back house is in the way. It just wouldn't fit right here. If I went like this, I could get all but 2 tents. Actually, even if I went like that, I could get all but 2 tents. So I'm going to go there. That'll be the one we keep. And that'll be one we don't keep. Build a nice road to it. We're starting to chew through our wood. We got no extra people. These chuckleheads, yeah, see, they're still losing. So they're down another 2 workers. But that's fine. We don't really have... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't eat the raw food, okay? Don't eat the raw food. The Londoners, the unconvinced, want to leave. Sir, you've convinced the majority, but hope is low. A group of our people are still so scared that they want to flee the city for London in 15 days. They've come to try to change your mind. You say that faith will save us? Nonsense. What are we going to pray for food? What are we going to pray for food when we start to starve? Shouts one of them. If we don't try to reach London, we'll end up like Winterhome. Calm down. We are not going to die. Not with me at the helm. Alright, blah blah blah. 15 days. Basically, the better, like, more discontent and less hope, it goes up. And then, you can theoretically, if you keep discontent low and hope high, you can convince them all to stay, right? Like, it seems not so bad, they'll stay. Numbers go up or down depending how good or bad the situation is. So basically, Londoners, they ain't good. So there's a tendency. Many people want to join the Londoners. There's 8 Londoners left, or 8 total. Alright, it's work time. Okay, these people reach the city. Oh god, they're tired, hungry, and medical attention. Oh god, I see. So, yeah, a lot of them are hungry. So we might have boned ourselves there. 2 houses of prayer. What are they? They're engineers and a bunch of workers. Well, I'm gonna... Food? Hunter's hut? We're gonna do another hunter's hut. Just because they need to offset their food. We'll do... So the 2 of them chewed through this and the day's not even over, so... We'll just leave it at 2. We will go up and fill the holes. We will fill that in. Actually... Do we want another workshop? No, no. Because we're gonna need people and stuff to do all this stuff, like build and get everything going, so. These poor people. Living in the worst conditions on this second row. Alright, speed up a little bit. Yep. Build. Alright. They're angry about the cold. Captain, our people are angry about the cold in their homes. They have gathered to protest against your neglect of their suffering, demanding you act immediately. The Londoners have infiltrated the crowd, and they use people's anger to turn them against you. We better do something. We'll heat some homes. Have to start heating 2 cold homes within 2 days, and keep them heated for 3 days. So this is a trap. Because 2 cold homes is talking about the ones on the second row, or the second ring. And, so you start to heat them, and you have to keep them heated, but the temperature is about to go down. It's not great. We'll heat all homes. And this is the 4 on the outside they're mad about. Have to heat them all. So basically, if we can heat some, we can heat all of them, because it'll be the second row. You have to start heating within 24 hours. We just can't. I mean, we're not going to be able to get the generator that good, so They're gonna freaking hate that, but deal with it. Alright, we're right at an hour. Let's pause, and I'll see you in the next video.